Sorry to interrupt, but this is important. The shooter who murdered my sweet little
better than on consciousness info. Sonnet a TV7. You keep it hot 24/7. You got that black rose 102. Sonnet a TV2. Yeah.
You are now inside Sonnet Studios, the house of consciousness production, black news presentation.
Yes, peace and black power to everybody. I want to say, I just wanted to give a moment of silence to everybody, man. You know, to for Bobby Heru. Make sure y'all on the silent tip. And there's really one grandmaster teacher left. Who is that, y'all? There's a grandmaster teacher, and there's a teacher, a master, and a teacher left. Who is that? Brother that been working with Baba Heru, setting up these shrines and all that. Who is that? Come on, y'all. No, not Phil Valentine. Not Jabari, but yes, Impedigi. Impedigi. I say Impedigi because he's older than Jabari. He's Jabari's elder. Nah, not Valentine. I know you want to give it to Valentine, brother. I know, King Simon. I know you want to give it to your man Valentine, but really, no, bro. Nah. He wasn't a part of the. I mean, yes, he was, but he moved on and did other things, brother. You know that. It was Impedigi, brother. But you know what? I spoke to Infodesi today, and he didn't mention Phil Valentine at all. But I take my hat off to Phil Valentine, to Reverend Phil Valentine. That's no slight at all, man. I mean, Phil has been there from the beginning of time. So, yeah, I would give it to Phil, too. I would definitely give it to Phil, too. Yeah. Yep. Thanks for the correction, King Simon. Thank you, brother. So a lot of people are saying probably, how did this happen? How did y'all make this happen? Sarnetta and Q Butter. Man, listen, welcome home, Q Butter. Welcome back home, brother. There you go. There you go. He probably don't hear me yet. Q, you hear me?
Yo, what's good, family?
Welcome home, man.
Yeah, but we're on the side.
Yeah, I was telling the people the other day, I think it was yesterday, where I was letting the people know that me and you spoke about 2 weeks ago, right? I called you up. And broke bread and had to speak with you, brother, to piece things out to make sure we was good. And as soon as I called you, you was right there, ready. Like, yo, brother, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. You know, it was like all love, man. So that's what's happening right there. That's good. So glad to have you back in the building once again. And I've been tuning in. You know, I just want you to know I've been tuning in. I seen your growth. I seen how you went out of New York and you found a school, brother. You found a school, man. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm in Brooklyn right now.
Right.
I got a new space in Brooklyn. It's really lit. This is the.
Oh man, look at that. And that's in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm in Brownsville right now. We just got the signage, some of the signage for the front of the building.
Oh wow, that's what's up right there, brother.
The new science lab, one of the main science labs. Yeah, this in Brooklyn. Yeah, some people I saw a lot. They was like, "Yo, Q, this spot is in brother. This is Brooklyn. The spot in North Carolina. It's a whole nother situation."
Yeah.
This was the grind and grit.
Oh, that looks real good right there, brother. How many bathrooms you got? About 2, 3?
2 bathrooms.
Okay.
Smaller classroom. We still only been in here for a month. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there, brother. That's nice. What do you think?
Base. Got the environmental engineering room. We got one of the only ones in Brooklyn.
Right, that's beautiful. Now, I want everybody to know too that at 8:30 we're going to be doing a show on Baba Heru. 8:30. I just want everybody to be informed.
Yeah, rest in peace, Baba Heru, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you, brother, what do you think Dr. Umar went wrong at? Do you think he tried to start off too big? Like, was it too big? Because look at you, and I see some other people out there doing a little something as well, the same way you came up. Started from the house first, branch out, get big. You know, what do you think what happened with Dr. Umar?
I can't call it. I've been trying to disassociate from, any of them conversations. Like, and then even there's so many dope Black educators who are doing stuff like. Sometimes the internet just gives people platforms for whatever reason. And it's like, whatever. I can jump out the window with it, but
Now, you and Umar was born the same day.
Yeah, probably a million other
Did
people.
you know that?
There's probably a million other people who was born the same day too. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, man, y'all was just built different. Simple as that, man. God damn. How do you prepare your children towards Pan-Africanism? Or how do you are you more closer to the FBA movement or the ADOS movement? How do you prepare your youth?
So our program is African centered and social justice based. And it's a constant, each year was a new iteration of it. And I'm a Pan-African, I'm a Black nationalist, and the foundation principles that we have as the Institute and is aligned with that. And so with the classes we offer, it's about really developing the minds of the youth to understand the development of our perception. So the ideologies of Black philosophical thought, the views of freedom fighters, the views of early abolitionists, the views of early Black people who were just, fighting for our liberation, and how that progressed over time. This year, we're introducing a diasporic cultural identity kind of class, and we're infusing a lot more research into the program where students can participate in research. I think just, them understanding that each of us have an experience, and the students in our program are vast in terms of background. So they're already submersed into what we considered like a Pan-African dream. We got children from all types of backgrounds who are Black from all over the country all working together. You have teachers from all over the country working together. So for me, I'm living a Pan-African dream, even down to the sister and the brother who invited me to North Carolina with their space. It's just about connecting with Black people. And so them seeing that in real time, I teach them about the engineering principles and engineering design principles, where iteration is extremely important. Each time you just want to do it better, make it better. And how do you network in today's society? We're in the network society by definition in terms of where we are in development. And so to me, that is all a part of being a Pan-African. But the foundation classes, I think, are one of the issues that create some of these sediments we have in the community. So we teach children, they have to learn the different groups that colonized the Americas. How did decolonization impact Black people? What are the ways Black people fought against the colonizers? How do we organize? What were the differences in comparing and contrasting how Black people might have been in Spanish colonies were different than how the Black people fought in English colonies and versus how they fought in French colonies? How did policies directly impact the ability for Black people to be able to fight for their justice and rebel and just, fight? We have a whole class centered on just rebellions, just analyzing the Black rebellions from Gospel Younger all the way up. So these things are, paramount, in my opinion, to developing, a brain that could operate on their own and understand the conversation. We don't want to force them into being a Pan-African. We don't force them into anything. We just want to give them the information to have them understand that, look, this is Martin Delany. This is, Alexander Cromwell. This is, Frederick Douglass. This is, today I had them reading 3 different quotes: Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, and Langston Hughes, and centered around social justice and just getting them to be a part of it. And this year, we want to incorporate volunteering, where the students have to get out and actually be a part of the current issues that are facing our community, whether it be housing issues, discrimination issues, representation issues, or even just things to protect our culture and understanding how our culture is being impacted by other groups, even ourselves. So, I don't hear you.
Yeah, that's great, brother. That's great. Have you ever heard of Baba Amin of the Heru Academy?
Yep, great, brother.
He started just like you. He started off just like you, out of his house first.
Yep.
And he built a school. He got a nice little school going on, brother.
Baba Amin, Baba
Yes,
Baruch.
Baba Amin. Yeah.
There's also Marcus Klein. Shout out to all those brothers. Even down in Brooklyn, Richard Green. That's one of the elders who put me on. He took several abandoned buildings in the 80s and turned them into schools.
Right. Talk to me about. First, let me ask you this, man. Are you saying you are only teaching African American students? Like African American, Puerto Ricans, like Dominicans, stuff like that? Or is it just strictly African Americans?
It's for Black students.
Okay.
We're at a crossroad where that conversation is evolving in many ways. And
what do you mean by evolving?
So I'm at a school, and to do what I do exclusively for Black people, I can't be a school. Mm-hmm. And when I was operating in a house, there was other jurisdictional reasons why it wasn't able to be formatted as a school. The building wasn't set up the way. The space where I'm in now, it passes the state checklist for a school. And so literally the only line that's keeping me from crossing to be a school is literally saying I have to remove Black only.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think you'll get more funded by opening it up a little more to other children?
I don't think it's this is a real big conversation right now because the people yeah, I'm pissed off. I don't want to put that out there. Like, how do I word it?
This is what I would say.
It's a deep conversation.
I would never tell you how to run your business. This is what I would say. I would open up my school to all children, but I will teach them the true history because just like our children, they've been miseducated too. You see what I'm saying? That's why they will grow up and thinking all the education that they teachers taught them. So in order to teach the children and have other people follow that curriculum, you got to teach the true history. And I would teach the children the true history for all students. That's just me. I'm not telling you how to run your school or what to do for you, brother. What do you say to that?
My evidence-based argument is that we need to have exclusive servicing for Black people.
Mm-hmm.
The data shows that Black people, if they don't receive direct focused servicing and policies, the economic wealth gap, the gaps in scientific representation, the gaps in ownership representation is only going to be exacerbated exponentially in this coming time with AI. And for me, it's looking at we represent 9% of those inside of STEM. And in most countries, if Black people run, we're not the prominent foundation of the engineering component, nor the medical facilities in our countries. And in America, the ability to produce and the conversations we need to have with our people are different, and they need to be different, and they need to be focused. And we haven't spent enough time understanding how to fix ourselves and how to educate ourselves to be so ready to open the doors for everybody else. And it's politically and resource wise, I'm on the side of like, yo, we got to open the doors up. And it's not about opening the doors up. It's the language of the door, more or less. But it's messing with my head. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this has been a conversation. I'll be honest, North Carolina is in the middle of this conversation. And where I'm at here in Brooklyn, it's not. And it's very weird. Like, you know what I mean? That I'm trying to, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm stuttering. This is a deep conversation.
Yeah.
Because the parents have one view. I had a whole PTA meeting with the parents to ask them, how do y'all feel about this? And the way we're organized as not being a school gives us a lot of latitude in the way we can servicing our people. Changing the language gives us more resources here, but it changes the conversation on this side. And with the space we have, we can, and especially even North Carolina, we can do both. But again, for me, it's like, when it's all said and done, I'm gonna be dead, and it's like my breath and air is for my people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really.
Now, what do you mean when you say the way it's organized and not being a school? What do you mean by that?
We're a nonprofit organization, so we provide educational services.
Okay.
And as a nonprofit, you can be very specific with the population you service. With a school, you can't. So with a nonprofit, you can open up a program and say, this is for Middle Eastern women only. You can open a nonprofit and say, this is for middle-aged Black men. This is for children of this age. Like, that's the purpose of your organization, to service these people. The purpose of Ziax is to service Black people now and provide educational services. There's a conversation to just have it. Ziax is an educational servicing nonprofit that provides services to. Now, this language game, to be honest, there's the, poor. There's the, I don't know. I'm an 80s baby. I'm a hip hop baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, the language game is weird to me. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't sit well with me. Like, we did a lot of language game. We did 40 years of language game, being colored, being Black, being quiet, being the best fly on the wall, being all of these things. And we're 9%. We still have the economic difference between our pockets and other groups is huge, and it's only getting larger. The representation that we don't have is tremendous. And the political ignorance that we possess.
Oh man.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Stop. You going ahead of me, brother. You going ahead of me. I got a question just on that topic right there, what you said. But it's going to lead you into what you're about to say. America has taught black men, the black child, and us coming up in school always to be a worker and not business minded. Also, they taught us to be ignorant of politics. Talk to us about that. And do you teach your students about the political game that's going on? Preparing them to run for Brooklyn, preparing them to run maybe for president. You heard that song with Nas did. I know I can. I could be anything I want to be. I think you might have to play that in your class, Q. I think that's a good opening song, brother. Think about that.
Our understanding of integration, I think, has largely been polluted by the political alignment of those that represent integration. You know, when we're talking about doing business and being entrepreneurs, we're talking about being integrated in the system. When we're talking about getting positions in office, integrating the system, I think the challenge is making sure that we have the cultural development and hindsight that's specifically developed for Black people's empowerment. And that's why, for me, it's really, I can't see myself shaping the Institute or anything I do in any other way. And so politically, and the education that's needed has to come from a certain, vantage point. When we're having our discussions, our percentages are very low in too many arenas for us to be sitting here saying, save the whole pool.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be knocking some of us out and then focusing on getting us on, dry land. We're just flapping water and kicking the person underneath us underwater. And when we think about STEM and business, having a background in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and being able to transverse or translate your skill sets into the entrepreneurial world is what makes the top businesses today. When we have Black people who have, unfortunately, possessed a low level of mathematical understanding or scientific reasoning skills, they haven't been exposed to physics, they haven't been exposed to chemistry. If you look at the next generation standards or the core curriculum standards for science, they're not aligned to like collegiate level standards. And our children don't have the voice in the public schools to represent that. We can afford to not be exposed at our early ages. I have a paper, several papers that discuss the prioritization on how we need to be focused can't be hindered on. Like, this is life or death. Like, this is survival or not. And politically, I think it's even more relevant because we don't have any money to fund the payola. The way policies are pushed, you got to put your money up. If we're not making money, in the world, we're not canvassing the community. We're not putting money into the arena to get the kind of politics that we want. And that's
but I'm talking about teaching political classes, getting the students prepared for stuff like that. We
Brother Damo teaches civics and government right now this year. They're being prepped for the AP exam, working on the debate part. But again, remember when I debated Damo years ago, my view is that with business and employment develops our political base because we can afford to pay and fund the politicians we want. So the voice of the Black community in poverty doesn't have the money to fund the politicians we want. And so now that puts them in a space of having to go and get money from wherever they can. And now their pockets are being funded by other agencies or groups that don't have our interests at hand. And it's really difficult to tell somebody, we didn't give you any money and this person gave you 10 million to listen to us over the person that gave you 10 million. And that's, really a challenge for us in the community. So we really need to focus on how do we increase our income over time so that way we can actually develop what we have to offer in our community.
Okay, beautiful, brother, powerful. Talk to me about the history classes. Who teaches the history classes, and what is your history classes like? Like, what type of history you teach?
Well, the regular social studies curriculum is aligned with AP standards. So history is embedded into that. So of course they got to get world history, they got to get U.S. history, civics and government, and of course geography. Our African studies and social justice curriculum allows us to infuse a heavy curriculum that is geared towards our history. So of course they get the breakdown of colonization, they get the impact of colonization, they get the response to the colonization, we get rebellions of the diaspora, art and social justice, where we canvas how art has been used as a tool to hinder Black people from development, or how Black people have used it as a tool to fight for social justice. We have law and social justice, and all of these classes are embedded, have a history component embedded in it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Let me go back a little bit. Tell us about Q Butter. What qualifies you to teach STEM curriculum? Let the people know who is Q Butter and what qualifies you to teach STEM curriculums.
How I word that. One, I'm a father. You know, I started this as a homeschooling parent. So my duty as my parent is to make sure my child has the best. I will let my children be, you know, the judging stick for, you know, whether or not I can produce in STEM. I did go to school. I dropped out at like 100 credits for astronomy and astrophysics. And I have been an audio engineer for like 30 years, 20 years. And that's kind of like been my shell of engineering. And sort of say, once I got into the Institute and started developing a program, it was like, how could I find curriculums and what do I want to expose my children to? And my business background kind of supersedes all of that. And so for business, for me, you read the law to determine what your necessities are and who has the ability to expose you to those. So in public school systems, I looked at what schools offer what kind of classes and how could I mimic or offer those classes to my children, the people that's in the program. What could I do to align myself? Luckily, because I went to school for physics and astrophysics, I have taken like high-level classes that most people wouldn't take. Calculus 2, differential equations, physics 2, physics 3, chemistry, like some really high science level classes. Astrophysics 1 and 2, space science 1 and 2. And by I'm back in school now at City Tech. So right now, I don't have to take any more math classes. So when I finish this degree, I will be certified to teach STEM classes, and I will also have a second cert to teach math. I finished all of the requirements to teach math. And back to being a business person, it's about finding the curriculums that you want to align with. And so when it comes to education, you align with the standards in the curriculum, and then you find a way to just, you know, teach the information. So I did go to high school from auto mechanics. I've always been to like, you know, building stuff. I went to school for, you know, auto mechanics in grade before I got kicked out. So I do know know about cars and, you know, torque and mechanical advantage and gearing and gear ratios and braking and brake systems and fluid mechanics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that all culminated into the Institute, and it's just been me refining the curriculum for like 9 years straight, like every day, every year refining it. And so I've been literally, this has been a one long school process. And so now it's at a point where I can dance around most people and the conversation. So where we have it at now, we have an engineering curriculum that is centered on exposing them to the core aspects of technology and engineering. So they get offered, we have a master degree. So my business skills and networking skills, we have amassed a huge team. And so we have a electrical engineer, master degree electrical engineer who teaches our high schoolers. We have 2 bachelor degree computer science teachers. Shout out to both of them, GA, Identity, Sister Kasha, they teach. We have network engineering we offer, and we also teach physical computing. And that class is centered on introducing the children to microcontrollers, typically Arduino and ESP32s. If y'all listen, you should probably buy some for your children. They allow you to just do all types of projects. So if you see the science fair projects we do, so I'm like the old school audio engineer, not the new school that I went to school. So it's kind of like, so I learned a lot with audio engineering and building studios. And so all the studio I built in all the construction, tables, boards, all that good stuff. So this is an Arduino board. And so this is a bad boy right here. You want to get this for your children, y'all. You should have your children should know what these are. And then we use ESP32s. we teach them that. And through the microcontrollers, we teach them how to get into mechanical design. So our engineering program is centered on structural engineering, mechanical engineering, engineering design. And so they learn the principles of design.
Is that also a part of science?
That is the science, but engineering specifically. So the
Okay.
core, in my opinion, and the professors who I align with, the core aspect of engineering, you have to know the fundamentals of structural engineering and mechanical engineering. That's where you see me showing the bridges. So we get those projects I got those from MIT, but there's tons of things that you can do with these controllers. And so this is a infusion pump that my students made. And this is an automated syringe. They're going to be submitting this for competition.
Wow, that's fire.
And then we have the automated hospital bed. So this is an automated hospital bed. They're going to be submitting this for a competition this year.
Wow. Wow.
This raises and lowers.
And I would also put that in the category of science too, brother. That's good.
This is all engineering and science.
Yes. Yeah.
Then we have the heavy robotics. We teach them the basis of robotics for these for basis of robotics. This is also rapid prototyping and development. We have a CAD program. All students in the Black community need to learn CAD, computer animated design. We use Tinkercad. It's a free program. We're working on getting Fusion. So we have multiple robotic programs we use. This is the linear actuator based robot, and all of them use a microcontroller similar. This is a Mega 2624, 54, whatever. Another one, this is an automated crane they made. And so these are all based off of the Arduino projects. And we have automated cars. This is my son designed this one on CAD. He has to redo the linkages because they was the wrong length. But this is fully done on Tinkercad, 3D printed, everything. And this is a remake of the one he made in wood. See them linkages on there, 4-bar linkage systems, fully automated. And so, like I said, I would dance around people like the level where I'm at now. We have we're working with Brooklyn Tech. Brooklyn Tech is one of the top high schools in the country, and it's one of the top high schools in Brooklyn. So I actually partnered with the head of robotics there, and so but the team we have right now is crazy. So this will be used here to teach them rapid prototyping with CAD. So you want to get this, if you can invest into one. These are like $350, but if not, get an Ender or like $200. And then, of course, building, them getting introduced to skill sets. They should know how to use power tools, miter saws, table saws, drill presses. We're working on getting a CNC machine, a desktop milling machine. So they got that. And then our environmental engineering program. This is our top of the top right here, where we introduce them to sensors that allow them to collect data on the environment. And then all the batteries are dead. Dave, you mind swapping one of these batteries? And so this is a commercial version. We have a program, an environmental engineering program. We're partnering with 8 gardens. And so this right here is going to be installed into 8 different gardens. And we'll be collecting data in real time from the gardens. In terms of data, will be pH of the water, pH of the soil, carbon emissions or CO2 emissions at the plant height level. Really dope stuff. And so we got the classroom versions all in here. It's a soil automation kit. This is what we need to be for. So this is a turbidity. This tells you the clearness of water. This is a pH sensor. There's a pH sensor. There's a temperature sensor. And these are just 4 in here. So we have 2 of these setups. They're all connected to Blink. So we teach the students IoT. And we have tons of stuff that we work on with IoT. So IoT is the Internet of Things. This is smart technology. We're also introducing them to the IIoT. So this is IIoT. So that's industrial Internet of Things. So we're one of the only schools and programs in the Black world that is teaching IIoT. You barely can get that in some colleges. And if I can go super nerd mode on it right now, but that's what's there. Dave is going to change the batteries. So you have to see that actually connect to the website, and all of the data is being processed on there in real time. And this one is collecting data from the turtle tank. But the batteries, we're actually testing the length of the longevity of the batteries. These are 12-volt, 7-amp batteries. So we're seeing like how long they last collecting data and transmitting all the time. But we might change the frequency of the actual data coming in. But again, this is a really big project. This is our environmental engineering room. I'm mad hype about this. This is like super dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I was about to say to you, you really don't know what you're doing to these kids. But then again, I say, you know exactly what you're doing. Because when they depart from your school and go to a higher grade, they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready. They might be even be able to teach the teacher something up in there. Talk to me about what age are they graduating from your school to another school? What age do they go by?
Oh, they go from here to college.
Oh.
Yeah, we go from 17. This is our last year. This should be our last year with 18. I think we have one 18-year-old, and we expect to have 10 17-year-olds enter college at the end of this year.
Yeah, I remember you invited me to one of your graduations. I missed that one. I should have been there. But next invite, I definitely will be there. What is your graduations like? Talk to the people.
Last graduation was super lit. The space we got is really nice. And I don't know if the internet go out. I can show you the space we're going to do the graduation at. So we have this part of the building.
Uh-huh.
The door's locked. Let me see if this room is open. So we're going to be doing, hopefully the internet is going out, but we're going to be doing the graduation in these rooms, the event space. So our prom will be in here.
Wow. Nice. Nice.
And our graduation, we have another room that's like this. We'll be in the other room on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So the other room is bigger than that for these. So that's what we're doing the graduation and prom this year. Hype about that, yeah. So we're gonna be doing that in there. I'll open the door in a few so you can see it.
What are the ages that you start bringing in the kids, the students? What are the ages?
We start at 4 and we go to 4 and up.
That's beautiful. Nice. Now, you know,
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the hallway though, Si. Look at the hall. I'm mad hype about the hallway. Look at that hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at the rules on the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, one thing you ain't shown me yet. Do you have a cafeteria?
No, we don't. This building, we don't have a cafeteria space in here.
Okay.
If we want, we can go on the other side.
Right.
It's not like we super flooded, so the kids can just like choose where they want to sit down and eat at. If we need to, we can go into the other room. I got mad more tables and rolling tables we can put on the other side if we need to.
Right. Now, after like an hour of recreation, where do the kids go?
We don't have the recreational space. We got to level up. We got to level up.
Okay.
So for that point, like literally, we just educate.
Man, this is powerful though, brother. This is awesome right here. What you're doing. Got to give you props on what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Hey,
that.
now with success, also comes hate with your rise and with your success. I've been watching and keeping an eye on, and you know, you be getting some hate lately from people. We ain't got to mention nobody's name. How do you deal with the hate? Do you ignore it? Did you continue to move forward? I would say that's the reason why I called you to talk to you. That was one of the reasons that made me call you when I seen the hate and people coming at you. You know, that's what made me call you, brother. If you remember.
Yep. It ain't about Franks. It ain't about nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's light. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, just staying focused though is the most important part.
And
like,
that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Got nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of, like this is our most. We have, our engineering team. Like we have literally almost 100 years of experience on our engineering team right now, and they almost all volunteers. Like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Hate. Like I still got my purple Benz outside. You know what I'm saying? The owner's right over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. That's not even that don't even register. Like that be internet stuff for fun. It just. You know what I mean?
Now I hear you talk about STEM all the time. talk to the young people that could be watching that. What are you talking about STEM? What is STEM, and why is it so important to you and others to be involved in STEM?
STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Mhm.
STEM is involved in every facet of our life and everything you can think of. The engineering component, and when you learn about engineering design, the thought process into creating something to solve a problem. Africans were the first people to think of human problems. We were the first people on the planet. The earliest components of STEM: cooking, braiding, weaving, building huts, building homes, measuring the stars. That was all us. Creating dams, creating the early structures, understanding how triangles are stronger than squares. These are things that we learned, and we continue to build upon compoundly. And where we are in society today, we are the fruit of the engineering past that we live in. And so this is really what it's about. And so if you're a child, and this is where representation and opportunity comes from. For me as a youth, I recognize that the Black community is not being offered these services and these educational platforms. Now, whether that's because of the white folks or Black folks, I'd rather say that this is what we're focused on right here. And so why do we need early exposure? If you are 16 years old, 15 years old, 13 years old, and you don't know what STEM means, you're more than likely never going to end up working in the STEM field.
Right.
If you're 16 years old and you have not been offered an AP class, that is exclusionary practices. If you haven't been prepped for algebra, right? If you don't know what a linear equation is, if you don't know your exponentials, operations, if you don't know these basic things in algebra, like y equals mx plus b, if you just ask your child right now who's 17 years old and they don't know y equals mx plus b, they can't tell you what a second order equation is, or is the quadratic, what does it have to do with motion? Like, if they can't explain these things or the graphical representations, they're being held out of an entire world of opportunity. If your child at 10 years old has not used a computer animated design program for free on the internet, they're going to work for somebody who has. If they don't know if they don't know these things, that's just the reality of it. And that's part of your survival. And you want to find ways to compete in these worlds. So if you're young and you don't know these things, you want to first get yourself acclimated to just the language of engineering. You want to find out where you fit in the world of it. And it's not gender-based. There's plenty of female electrical engineers, female structural engineers, female mechanical engineers, plenty of people in these fields. It's going to be it's difficult, but you want to pace yourself in getting involved in it. There's technology degrees, and most technology degrees in these fields are like 2 years, and you can work your way to the 4-year degree, and you'll be making $90,000 a year, $80,000 a year. We're offering network engineering now, and the students are being prepped for the Cisco CCNA exams, and you can download the books, study for yourself, and these are things that are going to put you in a position to have, well, one, your skill sets and the time it took you to develop your skill sets is going to put you in a space where you can compete at a high level. And so for us in our institute, my priority is making sure that the children are at a high level. And so I know that smoke alarm batteries in the hallway, bro. I know. I wasn't reading the chat. I know. I just looked down and saw that. I know, bro. I know. It's killing me. It's mighty black. It's mighty black.
Why you doing that? Do you think, do you bring in health teachings? Like,
Yes.
do you have a class on health?
Yes, yeah,
Well.
life skills and health. Right now, the high schoolers are being taught psychology. Brother Deshaun, he has a master's degree in psychology.
Mhm.
He teaches, health and psychology to them. The focus of our high school grades is intrinsic motivation and really helping develop their motivation for themselves and how they see themselves in this world. The suicide rates with teenagers is extreme. And we had a lot of parents who were I don't want children to be forced into our program. Like, I want children to respect it and parents to respect it and have a level of admiration for what we're doing. I don't want children to be forced, like, my mom's put me in here, and then you're angry at the program. So we want them to be motivated,
Right. How much jobs you think will be STEM based in the future?
All. Damn near 90%.
Yeah. Beautiful.
All
Beautiful.
the top businesses are all STEM based right now. The top investments are STEM based.
Hmm. How is your school funded?
Private. Parents pay a tuition, whatever they can afford. We ask for 500, but whatever they can afford, we don't turn anybody
Right.
away.
Now, here's the most important question right here for the people. How can we support your program? And is it tax deductible?
Yes, we're a 501c3. You can definitely donate, and we're a nonprofit organization. And we always looking for volunteers. If you want to do a program, we're about to offer weekend programs. Yes, we ask a price, but if you can't afford it, say you can't afford it, we'll let you in.
Make sure you text me the link so I could put the link on this video for to help support and donate for the people who would like to donate.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Black liberation, Black alignment, Black focus isn't something that you're gonna see, people jumping out the window for. And if you're really about that, there's only so much windows you can jump out of before it starts to get muddy. And I don't really have no time to be dealing with the mud.
Right.
I'm already in the mud.
Right. Well, this is a real powerful interview. Ain't no need to prolong it. We want to see if you got anything else you would like to say, or anybody would like to come in and ask you a question. Is that cool or what?
Yeah, and the hard questions, man. I'm in for critique. I definitely got to fix the website. Oh my goodness. Anybody want to be in the critique team? I'm always looking for people that just want to help with like, this ain't right. Fix that. Change that. Like we need more of that. Especially from the Black eye. And for the purpose,
I would say if only they doing something better. They always like to critique us, and then when you look at what they doing, they ain't doing a goddamn thing. So get your backyard fixed first, then come and talk to me. Because right now you're doing great work, brother. So
yeah, I'm always open for it. I mean, critique is the best tool for us.
Right, I got you. All right, well, I'm gonna give you about maybe 3 or 4 people could come in, hit that link. And you can ask the brother Q a question. I'm gonna let y'all come in and ask him a question if y'all would like to. The link is in
Brooklyn, the North Carolina spot. Shout out to the people in North Carolina.
Yeah, how is that going so far?
This is a real challenge. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the space is there.
Yeah, I seen it.
It's a slightly political conversation because the woman who owns the property, she was one of the top ranking people in education in the country. Donald Trump personally fired her. And her political background is not Black nationalist. And I've been used to having a certain type of speech.
Right.
Very, very open. And I'm not trying to, it is what it is. And I don't know if I'm prepared to heavily, with everything going on, I don't know if I feel the need to change my speech. You know what I mean? Like they're celebrating a white racist right now who went around the country telling Black people we don't deserve reparations. And I'm sitting here trying to change my language because of a white race. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
All right. Hey, peace and blessings to you, my brother, Dr. Daniel LaRoche. Hey,
what's good,
when you get time, Dr. Daniel, can you please have your secretary set me up an appointment with you? I'm ready now. I was supposed to have that. So I'm ready now, brother. And we can reschedule our interview again whenever you're ready, brother. So
okay,
please set that up for me again, man.
No problem.
You know who this brother is, Q?
Of course.
Oh man, okay. That's what's up, brother. Yeah, I've been to his professional place, man. Got my eyes checking everything, man. He did good. He did me right. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it. That's the brother right there.
So Q, congratulations on the new location that you have, the work that you were doing. I really enjoyed your presentation and your update and what you were doing. I really I appreciate the strategy that you had, because to do a school, there's so many jumps you have to go through, and so many regulations. And by going the nonprofit route, you're able to achieve that faster and still have a big impact in the community. I made a suggestion that in addition to the work that you're doing, consider collaborating with other educators that are like-minded with you, that that you may want to help you in that respect. As you know, I'm supporting your school. I've sent you some books. I've come down to lecture, and there's always opportunity to collaborate in that respects. And then also consider an online presence, because that'll extend your reach internationally.
Our
Um,
students are online. We are hybrid.
Yeah, he do online presence.
no,
Yes,
no. Oh, okay.
yes,
But
hybrid.
so you have students from outside of Brooklyn participating?
All over the country in real
Oh,
time.
okay. Good, good, good. Okay, well, that's good.
And the
That's
teachers are all over the country as well. We got a teacher in Texas, California. They saw one in the chat. He's in Canada.
excellent. Excellent. Okay, I didn't hear that in your presentation,
Yeah, I
but
didn't ask him that. I should have asked him.
yeah,
But I
no, that's
already did.
great.
Yeah,
I think your trajectory is going to go like sort of exponential as you continue and as people support. You got the foundation set up, the 501c3, and people can donate. And so, I just want to give you some positive energy to keep doing what you're doing. And, email me with your new address. I can send some more books down your way as well. And if you, I think I've gone down there and given some presentations on the eyes and stuff like that.
yeah,
And, can give you some content as well for your school, for those that may be interested in science and medicine. One of the other things also you may want to consider is what I do in my office. We have volunteers that come. I have volunteers that have come shadow me. There are college students or post-bac students, and they'll volunteer anywhere for, like, while they're in school, maybe a 4-hour session or 8-hour session. And so they'll learn some of our technology that we use in the office. They'll shadow me, and they learn a lot of pearls in terms of things of that nature. So for some of their students that are older, maybe at the um, high school level or college level, creating those types of opportunities with professionals. And the other thing is that AI is going to be taking over a lot of jobs. Okay, even some of the technology jobs, AI is going to be taking over, and a lot of people with excellent skills are going to be laid off. So, in addition to learning uh, high technology skills, I do recommend that students learn some sort of basic, like, blue collar skills as well, or whether it's like even like things like anything you could do as a backup. So that's blue collar, because AI can't replace blue collar type jobs, and those are still going to be in demand as a backup, because we're going to face some tough times right now with the condition of Black families in the community. Still the divorce rate. We have to reunify families so people can cohabitat and share expenses as just a means of survival. Right now, you're seeing more and more homeless women out in the street. People have gotten divorced or abandoned their families, or now soon, nearly 50% of Black women over 50 are going to be single and childless because they didn't take marriage seriously and family life seriously early on. And we're going to see an increase in homeless women and things of that nature. So, the focus on families, rebuilding families, working together as a family unit in the African tradition, and supporting each other, cohabitating, and marriage are going to be important principles for success as well. But I just want to give you positive energy, some suggestions, and keep up the great work. And send me an email. We'll get in touch by email so I can continue to support your school.
Dr. Daniel, did you send your books in?
I did.
Okay,
Yes. Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. I've sent my books, and I'll send some more as well, in that respect. So, and then I
I would
encourage
love
other
to.
authors to.
I would love to see if there's any way like a like how we can try to create a streamlined program with your area of expertise and maybe some college in the city that we can kind of like connect with the two. And even if there's some form of research we can do this year, we want to do a hyper focus on City College has a biomedical program, and they're doing prosthetics. Um, and they were trying to, that's something we was talking about with them about how we can align with their research to get early pipeline research avenues. And
Yeah, physical medicine and rehab, okay, is a specialty in medicine where they do prosthetics, okay? And prosthetics, there's a lot of engineering involved in that aspect. So, There's a guy named Dr. William Gibbs. Okay, you can look him up. He has a practice. He's physical medicine rehab. He does like the prosthetic stuff like that, and he may be a good contact for you to reach out to learn more and see how students can, get in that medical perspective as well.
Write that name down, Q. Write that name down.
Because that's
Okay.
As soon as he said it.
and then we need we need folks. I mean, a lot of kids, they want to do the NBA, basketball. There's only 400 people in the NBA. Okay. There's like, tens of thousands of physicians across the country. It's easier to become a doctor than to go into the NBA. But kids don't think about it like that, So
that's an argument I'm having. I just said that in a video earlier where, statistically, and I don't want to attack people because it's like there's so many parents who have their kids up at 7 a.m. for football.
Yeah.
And 99% of them children in Brownsville are never going to make it in football. And if they put that same energy, same amount of hours, same energy into being a doctor, a nurse, mechanical engineer, systems engineer, any field, your chances of failure is like 30%. Like you'll end up still in the field.
Yeah,
With that same amount of hours, you're still going to end up in
the way
and you'll still be making a lot more. But how do we have that conversation without insulting the culture? And that's where I'm trying to partner with some coaches, because coaches gotta, if we can get like 10 football coaches with us, and look, you can't play on the team unless you got algebra 2, unless you learn physics. If we can get some football coaches on that level and basketball coaches, I don't know, that's a different level.
The way I'll present it to kids and parents is like, look, I just let them know, hey, you want to be an NBA player or a football player, that's great. Go for your dreams. But if you get an injury and then you can't play the sport, what would you do then? What's your next area of interest? And then I try to find out what that next area of interest is and try to say, okay, well, make sure you at least study that as well as a backup, You put all your energy, you go for this, but if something happens to you, you get injured, don't forget you could do this. And then try to, motivate them as a backup. That's the way I word it. So I don't crush their dreams, because some of them may go on to become successful in the sport that they choose of.
That's the delicate part of it. I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
Exactly. We don't want to kill nobody's dreams.
Yeah,
but we got to give them a dose of reality.
Yeah, it's I
okay, man.
I'm definitely.
Yeah. I don't want to take up all the time.
You know about the Baba Heru situation. I do. All right, I'm getting ready to do a show after that with me and Jabari and a few of us. So we'll be back on at 8:30, brother.
Okay. I'll try to type in. Baba Heru, just take a quick thing real quick. He was a mentor of mine.
Tell a story on the next show. Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Take care, Q, and peace.
Hey, don't forget me. Schedule me for a meeting, brother.
Okay.
For the eye doctor. All right. Thank you. All right, Minister Inky. We got Dr. Inky in the building, man. What's up, brother?
Hey, first of all, I want to say this was really good to see you and Q Butter back on the same page. And to see that at the same time as to see Q Butter still going like this, that's amazing. The school looks amazing, Q. Everything you're doing looks amazing, brother. So I definitely wanted to, tap in and send some positive energy your way, because last time our energy wasn't so good. So with this right here, though, you look amazing. You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing supersedes any kind of internet debate foolishness that may have existed between us. What you're doing right now is concrete, and it's going to have an impact for generations to come.
Yep.
Long after what you're doing is done. So I want to say that what you're doing is amazing. The facility looks amazing. Flawless victory, bro. And that's from me. And Q knows that I know where the beginning was to where he is now. So I'm saying as somebody who's seen the whole journey.
Right. I'm one of them that's seen his elevation. So hell yeah.
That looks amazing, bro. That looks crazy. And he had a certain type of gleam in his eye you know, as he was walking through, showing everybody the building. So, you know, I think that's how he answered the hate side, is not even with a
Right.
verbal response.
It's not
Just
showing the work.
walking through the building. Walking through
Right.
the building was amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to tap in and give you some love, Q.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Inky. Appreciate you. All right. All right. Let me ask you before I bring this next guest in. The books. Now we know the ancient Egyptian history is real. Do you teach some of that in history classes to your students?
To say the least, no.
I think that's important, brother. And let me tell you why. Because they are already trying to turn them white. They trying to turn the ancient Egyptians white people, teaching them the proper name of it. But I understand why you're saying no too. You know, I get that. I get what you're saying. You know, you don't want to try to bring.
It's a hyper focus on it. Like we go from Egypt to slavery. And it's like
you don't want to bring the religious aspects in to stuff like that, because then you might have to have the Hebrews come at you. Yo, why you ain't teaching about the black Hebrew Israelites? You know?
You got like a brochure or something like that? Yo, Scott, so you can give one of the flyers? Or you can scan the site right here.
All right, I'll take a look at this. And you the QR code.
Yeah, you can just scan the QR code. It's right there.
All right, cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah, because you know you might have some of the Hebrews starting to knock on the door, like, brother, why you ain't teaching about the true Israelites?
I got some dope. Yo, when I tell you it's a Pan-African dream, I got 5%ers, Moors, Aboriginal children, freaking, I got Hebrew children in the program. I got atheist parent children, like, and so I don't step on no toes. We don't have discussions, and it's straight here, straight there, and the children are growing up in a space where, like, you can't say that you didn't have a Jamaican in your life that cared about you. You can't say that you didn't have a black person that cared about. Like, these are all black folks, and I don't know how to get this level of black folks. Like, it took 8 years to get here to have, like, we just got brother Sean, we got brother Don, we got 2 CAD teachers, we have 2 computer science bachelor and master degree teachers, we have electrical engineer master degree 20-year teacher, like, and we have a rapid prototyping and engineering teacher. Like, we have 6 engineering teachers, not including myself. You can't find a school with that many black engineer specialists in their building. Please, and if you do, I want to work with them. Please, I got research projects we can do. I got resources to share with them. And like, we're here. Like, if I go into what we want to do in research, anybody interested in doing communication research, robotic research, automation technology, if you have a garden, we literally have the ability to turn your garden into a smart system and collect data from it right now. That's what we're doing right now. So literally in the next month, I think we have 8 gardens we're partnered with. We would love to do this out of state. Like, this is what it's about, and even a major imprint on the future.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that.
All right. Hey, Apostle, you're looking great, my brother Apostle. You're not home yet, huh? You're glowing, Apostle. Oh, okay.
You see my bookcase?
Yeah, I see it. You're looking great, Apostle. Damn, man, that's what's up. You're glowing, man. You're glowing, brother. Man, the hospital did all right for you, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna join on my phone.
All right. So, do you have a question for Q as he queuing it up on his phone? This is the last question anyway, Q.
Yeah, no, I got some encouragement for him, man. I'm blessed in the fact that he's blessed. I'm blessed. I say it this way because there's some people you got some people that talk the talk.
Right.
Then you got some people that walk the walk. Umar Johnson, this is the evidence of walking.
The walk.
Doing. Right. This is the evidence. See, this is what you can't show. You talk the talk, but you didn't walk the walk. This brother is walking the walk. He even walked the building. Showed the people what he got. So Yeah, hey, you in New York and around that's able to get your kids out there, look, get your kids there. And I'm glad because he even answered. It took him a while, Si, when you asked him about Egyptology and all, whether he was going to teach it. He hesitated, but he answered correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we're not going to ask him to teach Hebrewism because he can't. You can't teach something you don't believe in. You got to first believe. Because if you don't believe in what you're teaching, they're going to know you don't. And it's going to come off fugazi, phony. So, no, we don't want him teaching Hebrewism. We want him teaching just what he's teaching. What is it, STEM?
STEM.
What you call that?
I teach STEM and African Studies and Social Justice. We got the
STEM.
first part of the
Right.
wall. You see that right there? We got a wall now.
Hold up, where at?
See, that's it.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do the
That's
ornament
it.
next. I gotta do the custom door. Dude giving me a good price on the door, but we just got this done. So I'm hype about that. We right above Dollar Tree, you know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man, that's outside showing it, man.
Yeah, that's outside
That's
across
what's
the
up, bro.
This our security, you know what I'm saying? That's my desk. Not my desk, but that's the security desk right there. Oh, what's up, brother? When you ain't coming, you ain't gotta come teach. We want the French.
But you don't. Okay, I don't.
Call my wife.
I get a new phone.
Yeah.
So call me Monday.
Yes, call me Monday. All right.
Q standing up, Umar sitting down. That's the that's what they put in the chat. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This
That's
is the
it.
Umar.
You know,
I don't know, the lights is
Umar.
on. I gotta probably change over. You see the custom banners on the wall.
Yeah, man. How many floors you got?
Umar.
You see the environmental engineering. Environmental engineering and social justice.
Oh man.
See that?
That's how you do it, man.
More posters on the wall. Turn the corner. Changing the world one student at a time. Black power.
That's what's up, brother. Proud of you, Q. Damn.
That's the wall. Yeah. I know. I gotta change it. I know. There's like 30 of these damn things in it. Oh, the other room is there. Let's say the other room. So this is where we're gonna have the science fitted here. And we're gonna have our graduation here. So this is the other room. Wow. Here about the tools. So you see, this is what we're gonna do the graduation here, science fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So has classes started, Q?
Yeah, classes started on the 8th.
Oh, okay. How many students you got in the building?
In the building's like 40.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
You got students online too? You got students online?
Yes.
Yeah, online it's about 150, 120, I don't know, something like that.
Okay. All right. See? Thanks, Si, for bringing us on, man. Showing the hood.
Yes, sir.
What is being done, man. Because
they
always say ain't nothing good coming out of the hood.
You see the Harriet Tubman resource room. We're gonna change these up and make the custom artwork and all of that.
Yes, sir. Hey, Apostle, thank you, brother. I'm gonna let you go. Thanks, Apostle.
All right, brother.
Come back at 8:30, man, with us, man. We're gonna be back in the building for Baba Heru. Right. He passed away.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Huey P. Newton room. Chadwick Boseman room.
All right, hey Q, we getting ready to sign off. I'm gonna have you say your last words, but before you do that, please let the people know once again how can they support you, and make sure you text me the link so I can put it in this video, the support link.
Got you. Zayek the movement on GoFundMe. XYAYX the movement. GoFundMe. If you donate. You could volunteer. However you can get involved. We definitely need contributions. Cost a lot. The space is not cheap. I'm gonna be real.
Right.
It's about
That's right. I can see. You can see that.
Yeah, I'm paying about $7,000 a month. It ain't cheap. So whatever you can help with, it's. I mean, you can look at the space and see the expenses. So it's not going anywhere. I got to pay for garbage. You got to pay for electricity, and we pay for this. Parents pay what they could, and we make it work. So whatever y'all can contribute, it all goes towards the pie. And you see the pie is growing. Every single pebble and stone that is put towards the movement is going to get put into the movement.
I remember when you first started out, brother. You came to Harlem. You took me to some Africans and you bought some computers, brother.
Yep.
Remember that? How many you bought at that time? Was it 5, 6?
5. I think it was like 5. I'm waiting for him to pick it. I'm trying to go to Harlem tonight and get some more from son. That's Haji, man.
Yeah. You bought like 5 or 6 computers. We went there together.
Yeah, that's
and
Haji,
you put that right in your class. You donated it. How's the computers holding up?
I gotta get more. We got all the space. I want to put computers on all the tables.
Right.
I'm trying to OD. I'm trying to OD. CBS donated. We trying to get this donation from CBS. We try wherever we can get it from. We got the electrical class. We got the brother gonna be volunteering to the electrical class. We're organizing the schedule too, so we're gonna be doing a bunch of free classes and programs. And then we got the monthly programs. If you don't want to be in the institute, you can join the institute. I think we're asking, I don't know, $50 or $100 a month. And it's weekend and after school classes. You can pick whatever time you want. And again, if you can't afford it, just email me like, yo, Q, I can't afford it. And still want to put my kid in there. I'm not going to tell you no. I'm like, look, whatever you could do, you could do. It all goes into the pot. Mountains is made by
Hopefully Jay-Z or one of them will see this video, brother.
If they don't, I count more on us. I count.
Right. But I'm just saying,
Mountains are made by pebbles, man. And
yeah.
Seismic movement. So we got to do seismic movement and to keep adding pebbles on. And, we're going to get to
So in closing, brother, what do you want the people to know about Zyx Institute?
Are we here, growing, available for the people, programs for the people, and it's for us, by us, and I have no intentions of making it any other way. Black power all the time, every time.
All right, peace, Black power. Thank you, brother Q. Talk to you another time. Hopefully face to face when I come out there. Check you out.
All
right. Peace, brother. We out. So there you have it, man. I've seen this brother rise. I've seen where he came from. And he's doing great works. Doing great work, man, in the community. Peace and blessings to everybody. Stay tuned. We coming at you with Baba Heru, Brother Jabari, maybe Captain Tazoriak will stop by. A few people gonna come through. They send their condolences and talk about Baba Heru. And that's it. We out of here. Peace. Love y'all. We out. Damn, did I say love y'all? Oh, hold up. Let me rewind that. Peace and Black power. I love y'all though. I do.